All right, let's take a look at this real-world example. It says in sports, a competitor in a hiking competition must climb up the inclined course as shown to reach the finish line. Determine the distance in feet that the competitor must hike to reach the finish line. So here we are, here's the person. We know the finish line is 1 mile away this way, but we want to know how far we must hike to get up there. Now they put an X there. I'm going to switch this right away because one, this is kind of deceiving. This is first a Y, and not only that, it's not asking how high did you climb. It says what's the length, the hike. Okay, this is how far you hike going this way. This is your H, your hypotenuse. So that's actually what we're looking for. So I'm given an X value and an angle. So which one has X and H? Well, the H is always silent, so it'd be psi Y cos X. So cosine of 48 degrees is going to equal X, which is 1 mile, or we'll switch it over to feet. So we'll say 5280 in feet over my Y value. Again, this is the same thing as 5280 in feet. Now this will take more than one step to solve because the H is in the denominator. So how can you make it one step? Well, instead of using cosine, let's use its reciprocal. Secant is the same thing as, let me put the degree symbol there, H over 5280. So you just flip it, and now we're one step away. So let me put that there so I have it. Now how do I solve this one step? Well, you multiply by 5280, and now those cancel. And over here I put in 5280. If I type that in the calculator, it should give me my answer. So we go over here, calculator, 5280 times secant is what we used of, was it 48 degrees, I believe? And the degree symbol is next to the pi button. Let me check it. Yep, type that in, press enter. This is the distance of the hike. And we'll round it to the nearest foot, so 7,891 feet. So H would be 7, with unrounded, was we'll put 0.8 feet. So we hiked, whoops, 5,000, was it 5,000? Where did I get this number? I am so sorry. The H is equal to, let me try that again, 7,890.8 feet. So we hike 7,891 feet. Now that would be our answer. Now let's just say the way they have this picture marked, I told you was off. Let's say they weren't asking for that. They asked, what's the altitude of the finish line? Altitude would mean the height. Well, if we wanted to find the height, now we'd say, what is the Y? And they gave us X. So which one uses Y and X? Answer would be tangent. So I'm going to kind of mark this off so we don't get confused. So we already got the answer they asked for, but let's just say we wanted to know the altitude. So then we would say psi Y cos X, tangent is Y over X. So tangent of 48 degrees, again I take the angle from the x-axis, is going to be equal to Y over X, because tangent is Y over X. Now if they wanted to know the altitude, we'd use this, and of course we're one step away. We just multiply by 5280. If I multiply both sides by 58280, I should get the answer here. And so let's go do that. 5280 times the tangent of 48 degrees. This will give us the height. The height would be 5,864 feet. So the Y would equal 5,864 feet. Now that's how you would find the altitude if necessary. So that's the Y, or I'll put altitude.